Hi, how's it going? I'm Tiffany, and thanks for joining me. Welcome to my channel. And today I'll be painting a bat skeleton. So I've been intrigued for a while of the taxidermy with all the bones and the skeletons. So that's kind of the theme I've been going with. And so I've just been doing various skeletons of different kinds of animals. And my favorite color is black, and I find it shows up the best with a black background, so that's kind of what I've been going with. I've been doing a lot of my paintings just on acrylic paper, and I also use acrylic paints to paint this. I like using this paper so then I can just use a regular frame to frame them to hang up on the wall. I have used different types of paints. I have some oil, I have watercolors, but what I prefer has been acrylic and what I've been kind of sticking with lately. I have also used some color pencils for some drawings also, but definitely like to stick with acrylics as of lately anyways. So I just started with taping it down on a board, did a few coats of black to paint the background. Sometimes I do it differently, sometimes I sketch it out first, but I wanted to try a different technique this time. My one downfall I did find was once I did paint it, I still had to touch up the paint, like the background paint also. I wasn't completely happy with how my layout was, so I had some pencil still showing. I just wanted to avoid trying to paint all around the bones, but I guess I still ended up doing that. It just ended up being less coats in the end, so maybe it was a little easier then. I always usually have different ideas of when I started a painting for what I should do for my next one. The next time I want to do bats, I'd like to have multiple on a larger canvas as they're flying, but have them as just the skeletons, which I thought might be a cool idea. Definitely a little more difficult because I got to figure out the anatomy of them and how would they be in different directions and positions. So I can't say I've attempted it yet, but it's definitely an idea of what I want to do at some point anyways. I have been painting a lot of skulls and bones to incorporate in my paintings. I definitely feel it's like that's my style right now. The creepier the better, I guess. At one point I was adding a lot of eyeballs into my painting too. But like I said, I got a little bit of a different route right now because I like just figuring out the anatomy. I just find it really interests me. But I mean, I don't always paint things that are dead either. I have been doing a lot of animals lately, especially over Christmas. I did a few pet portraits and that kind of stuff too, which I definitely enjoy also. So in thinking what I should do next for a painting, I don't have anything really started yet. But I have been debating on doing a turtle skeleton. I thought that might be kind of cool. I've been looking up, I found a few photos for references and trying to figure out the anatomy. I got a few other videos posted so far of a few other skeletons I did. I got a frog on there. What is it? I got a fish, a piranha to be exact, a rubber ducky skeleton, a chameleon, and now I'm drawing a blank of what else is actually on there. I have been trying to just post all my videos or my full-length videos on here at a slower speed. I do tape everything in time-lapse, and before I've just been posting like on Instagram and TikTok. So a lot of my videos are sped up or just parts of them kind of jumping around the video. So I want to have it all together. I feel like this painting took longer for me to do than it would now. It took me 7 minutes in time lapse, so I think it's roughly an hour a minute. So I find it hard to believe it took me 7 hours to paint this, but I mean, possibly. Roughly 7 hours is what I spend on my pet portraits nowadays, is what I'm finding. It's nice to videotape them and kind of justify how long things have taken me, but I feel like I've definitely sped up over the years. I've always loved art. I started drawing when I was younger, but I mean, I did a lot of stick figures, and it's definitely not what the same as what I do now. Um, but it takes a lot of time to build up your craft or get better at something too. But I've definitely been trying to focus on this for the last few years now. I've been really enjoying it, and I'm working towards becoming a full-time artist. I used to find it hard to actually finish something I've been working on. I would get to the point I would get discouraged, and I wouldn't like how it was turning out. But I found once I push through it and actually get it done, that helped build my confidence up, and now I find it a lot easier to actually finish one of my paintings. I definitely still have my doubts at times and get discouraged. Sometimes I just kind of walk away for it for a bit and then come back to it. But I do try to push myself through and see how it turns out, basically. So I recently came across some of my old drawings from like elementary, junior high. It's really neat to look back on and see kind of where you started and see the progression through your artwork. You can tell I still liked the creepy things because I did some like Halloween stuff, and I came across the actual drawing of a bat I did too. So it's kind of cool to see that to this. Well, I hope you stuck around to the end. If you're interested, you can also follow me on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook at Buffett Creations. I also have an Etsy shop. I'll put that in the description below. Thanks again. Bye!